Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Commander Hoop Celtic. I said I'd pop on tonight for about 25 minutes discussing the victory against Alloa, the injury problems, and how we're getting on so far this season. Hello to me viewers and my subscribers that have recently subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate the support. I hope you enjoyed the podcast last night with Jody, with Gaz, and also with Dale. It was a good laugh. It was a good bit of crack last night between us all. But yeah, look, it was a good result tonight. Look, it towards the end we looked a bit scrappy, but going away to these lower tier teams on an astro pitch, you're not guaranteed that you're going to have an outstanding performance, regardless what the caliber you have on the pitch or what's on the bench. But get the comments in, get the comments in. It's crucial that you get the comments. The reason why I came on this tonight was to see what you have to say. I've already done my post match reaction on the YouTube channel, short one as well. So welcome in, folks. I know there's Boise was on before me, a couple of vloggers on before me, giving their say about the post match, which is good to see. It's good to see loads of Celtic content getting put up on YouTube all the time. So Saturday night in, everybody in Ireland celebrating. Lockdown is lifted, restrictions are lifted. People are out on the rip. I'm taking it easy. Gonna have a nice Guinness tonight, celebrating the Celts win. So get these comments in, and then we'll get through them. I know a lot of them will be repetitive, and there's no harm asking a question. So let's see what happens. I know we're kind of all sweating about Callum McGregor's injury as well. Hopefully, it's not too bad. You know, he's a vital part of our team. He is the old captain, you know. So let's see. We have a few things to talk about. We've talked about the international players as well. You are probably like, what the hell is he doing with this, with the jersey in the background, the iconic pink one? How's it going, Lewis? I hope you're well. Welcome to the channel. You're well. If it's your first time coming across the folks, please hit that subscribe button. I'm on the road to 10,000. Well, first of all, I'm 150 away from the iconic 9,000. So if we can get to 9,000, I can start pushing a case, start buying a few jerseys and give them away, you know. So every sub's crucial, every view's crucial. You know, fan engagement is always crucial on these channels. So let's get the comments in, and let's see what happens. What's happening, Keith? Mate, how you doing? I'm doing good, doing good. Happy Saturday night, Anthony. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Um, keeping it lit, keeping it fresh on a Saturday night. Here was anyone at the games tonight up in Alloa? Looks like 3 quarters of the stadium was Celtic anyway, behind the goal, and then in the kind of the main stand as well. You couldn't see the stand, obviously where they're podcasting from. So okay, I thought the Alabama had a good game. I thought Tom Rogers was pretty average, pretty average. Joe Hart, he only had to pull off one save for the whole game. That was against Connor Salmon. I know, obviously, that goal went in on the 78th minute against us. Poor defending, absolutely atrocious defending. But we'll learn from it. We'll analyse it, learn from mistakes, especially against a lower tier team. But I felt like more of a banana skin in the last 10 minutes of the game. But you know what? We're into that. We were in the hat. We got Right Rovers in the next round. And Right Rovers, I'm quite confident we will beat them. I'm 95% sure we'll beat Right Rovers. They were playing them either on the 12th of February or the 13th. I'd say more so it'll be on the 12th, the Saturday. So get the comments in, folks. I don't want to be just keep talking to myself and not seeing any engagement here. It's crucial. I'll be on for about 20 minutes anyways. I jump off, stuff to do. So who was just our man in the match? What does he think of Giacomakis' performance as well? This is a crucial 4 games for Giacomakis coming up with Maeda going to Japan on international duty. Tom's gonna be away, I know Tom obviously plays midfield. Yeah, he's still out. Griffith's gone from the club. Kyogo's still injured as well. So Giacomakis, the time is on him to show his value, show that he was the top scorer in the Eredivisie last season, show what we've gambled on getting this guy in, because there was reports at the time if VV Veno stayed up, they would have been selling them for 12 million. That's why we got them for so cheap, because they were relegated. How's it going, Nathan? I think we'll be fine. Atate will boss the midfield. The, the second, he looks pretty good. Looks promising. Don't let one performance encourage you that you can. He's going to work wonders. He was outstanding the other night. So just let him settle into the team. I know it looked like he was even. It's like he was never even away. He just molded into that team, but bossing the midfield. But different oppositions, different venues. Playing against different teams with different formations and tactics. You don't know what you're against. So I hope he's going to be an outstanding player for us. Still young, 23 years of age. So let's see what happens. Confident Jack Marcus will come good. Just needs game. Completely agree with you, John. I think he does need a bit of game time. It's the only way you build confidence. As he said it tonight in his press conference. By scoring goals, that's his fuel. Scoring goals, and that's what we want to see. Suits the fans, gets us results, builds his confidence, and plus it gives fresh competition in the team as well, in the attacking department as well. It's good to see Jota came on tonight as well. I'm not liking this new headband. I'll be honest with you. I like the new song. I think the new Jota song is cracking. I, I'm weird. I actually, to be honest, I prefer the Jota song more than the Kyogo and the Bada song. And just the boss. Starting to get annoyed with the blatant fouls on our players, and the refs failing to stamp it out quickly. It's just down to the lack of consistency between the referees in Scotland, because it's not a professional job. They don't get paid full time for doing it, that way. If you get them a full time professional contract and letting them, that's their salary, instead of them working as the second job, it could be a different tale of story. But all the referees in Scotland have been shocking. You look at Willie Callum, you look at Clancy, you look at Beaton, Bobby Madden. You go on, the list goes on. So yeah. So if this is your first time viewing the channel, please hit that subscribe button. As I said, I'm going for the iconic 9K, the Samaras. So once we get to the Samaras, I'm going to be doing competitions from up to 9,250. I'm going to give a Celtic jersey away. Now I'm going to give four. I'm going to have four different sizes. I'm going to have a medium. I'm going to have obviously a small, a large, and an extra large. I won't be getting double XL, unfortunately, folks. But I'm going to be giving jerseys away. I'm going to get something sorted with a couple of sponsors and see can we get a few vintage jerseys away to lucky subscribers. So gives you a reason to help me with my channel, and I give you something back in return as well. So we're in talks of getting stickers made as well. Come on, the hoop stickers. You missed the game, Daniel. Bloody welcome. What's the quick update in Mcgregor's? It looks like a cheekbone injury, to be honest. Ange didn't really give much away in the post match reaction. He just said they're going to assess it, and Itaguchi and Abada look like they seem like they're fine. So maybe just being precaution in regards to them too. The tackle on Itaguchi was absolutely disgraceful from that guy, Niang. He essentially went in to break him up, especially on an Astro pitch as well. So absolutely shocking. I hope we get VAR in soon. There's talks of VAR in coming in after the Qatar World Cup in June. That's the talks, not June, January. That's the talks that they're meant to be getting VAR in. Time will tell. Didn't get away with it against Sefco though. One foul and you're booked. Consistency is all we want, really. That's it. Take the whole background of a referee out, who they support behind the scenes and stuff like that. You just want them to go out and officiate a match and do the best calls they can for both teams. That's all you want. At the end of the day, you don't want being like real one-sided. Look at, you see, there's certain clubs that get a penalty against them, and they're going in with 8 or 9 complaints to the SFA, and that just shows that they can't take dropping points. At the end of the day, like we haven't got 9 penalties awarded us this season in all competitions. Just shocking, absolutely shocking. Barry Ferguson has his eye on the league for Rangers more than his own team's progression. Well, look, he's a pundit at the end of the day. he works for Go Radio. He's gonna obviously have that Rangers love. At the end of the day, this is a job. He should be focused on Alloa. But look at he gave us a good game the last 20 minutes of the match. And if we did concede that second goal, it would have been absolutely truly embarrassing. You know, there was a couple of teams went to extra time today in the Scottish Cup. And let me see here. Donny boy. Somebody was saying earlier broken jaw for Callum Mack, but it's not being confirmed. Yeah, it does. I seen a picture of the see can I find this now for you. I seen a picture earlier on of his jaw and it didn't look or his face, it didn't look too good. So let me go through the news feeds here on Facebook and I see can I find it again so I can show you. 1 second now. Probably won't be able to find it because there's literally so many Celtic groups out there. So as I said, if it's your first time coming across this channel, please hit that red button. If you already hit the red button, I just want to say thanks very much from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. It means a lot. As I said, it's becoming more than a hobby. Daily content goes out as much as we can. It's not all accurate. It's all speculation. You know, I can't just turn around and say I know this and I know that. I just read what's put out like everyone else, and I just say it from my mouth. So yeah, big time, Keith. That's it. Like as much as I dislike Barry Ferguson, he has been a decent pundit on the Go Radio. He really has. You know, I know he gets paid decent money to talk like that, but he has been a decent pundit. You know, Chris Boyd, like who would you rather listen to? Himself or Chris Boyd? I'd rather listen to Barry Ferguson all day before I listen to Chris Boyd because Chris Boyd is an absolute sourpuss. You know, no better feeling when they drop points and you look at his face. We're going to talk about Celtic. Feck them. Um, so it looks like Hearts on Wednesday night at Tynecastle. Look, I'm dreading this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not trying to be negative in any way. I just think you're going back to the start of the season. I know it's obviously that was Ange's first league game against them, and we put Starfelt in the danger ground, you could say, in the battlefield. It wasn't fully ready. We put Quago on. He wasn't ready. Made his debut. Fells against us that day were shocking as well. But I just think it's gonna be a tough game in Tynecastle. You know, Hearts are a good team. They're organised. They're a really good team. So if we can go there and just bag 3 points, it doesn't matter once we can get the 3 points, it doesn't matter if it's 3 or 4 nil. Once we can get them 3 points, I'll take a dirty 1-0 at this rate. You know, just want to be consistent, going there, playing our strongest team on Wednesday night. So my strongest team for Wednesday night before people ask me in the comments, I'll go for Heart and goal. I'll go for Heart and goal. Bring Jovanovic back in. Left back, I'll go with Scales. I thought Scales looked pretty decent tonight. You know, I thought Scales was good. Um, Centre backs to bring Carter Vickers back in and go with Starfelt. Starfelt played well. I just felt some parts of the game he gets the ball and he has a thing about for 3 seconds and it's the way he passes the ball off. It's like he rushes, it's like he swings his whole leg around him to get the ball off. Like it's just weird the way he passes the ball, and that kind of gives you that bit of anxiety about him. But like aerial wise, he's brilliant. Like you know, he's top class in the air. And so we go to the midfield. If Callum's not fit, we play Hatate. We play Tom. I don't see Tom. Tom could be on international duty. I'll have to check this out. If it's not Tom, we play Hatate. We play Ideguchi if he's fit, and we play Beaton in there. I think Beaton has to play against Hearts. He's always had decent games against Hearts in the past, so I stick Beaton in there. There's no point. Like at least he can take a chance on bringing a run up. You know, you've seen it against St Johnson. He has a bit of confidence now. He's much better in the defensive midfield position than any other position he's played for Celtic. So we could play O'Reilly. Could be a debut for O'Reilly. It just depends on Ange feels going into this game. If what he calls on Tuesday, his last training session before the game, he could get Matt O'Reilly in. Could be. Um, as I said, we have to see what happens. Like the chances of Cal being fit for this game is quite slim. As I said, he's going to be assessed. So we'll find out more hopefully in the next coming hours or tomorrow. Don't believe Twitter though. Seen on TV, Patrick, and still the refs and let the other league will pay. Blah, blah, blah. Pablo. Um, it'll have to be GG scored. Well, up wing wise, I'd play Abada on the right. I'll play Jota on the left and play Jack and Mac as a front. There's enough caliber there. But bring Jamesy on. Jamesy loves a goal in Tynecastle. So there's options there. You need to. His goal was pretty good today. It was, Patrick. It was a nice goal. It really was, the way he took it in and hit on his left. Going to mind you the Michelin goal a bit. But I know some people disagree with me on the video I've done, saying there's no point playing him in the middle. He's still contributing on the right, but we've seen him playing in the middle against Ross County and against St Johnson. I know they're lower stature teams compared to Hearts, but he could do a job in the middle. He really could do a job in the middle if we're stuck on Wednesday night. We could play Jamesy on the right, Liel in the middle, and then Jota on the left. I don't know the situation with I don't think Kyogo will be back in time for the derby. I read this today on Facebook. I don't know if it's true or not. According to Michael Nicholson is trying to get a private jet sorted for Maeda for the derby game. I don't know what to believe it or not. I seen it on a Celtic page on Facebook. I'm not going to say who it is, but we'll see what happens. So yeah. He probably go with Greg Taylor on Wednesday night because he trusts Greg Taylor. But we'll see what happens. Ralston might play. Ralston scored there the last time you were there at Tynecastle. Our first goal of the season in the league. It was a nice goal as well. So you could go with Ralston. So what does Donny say? He looks like a young Tom Rogic. I said that last night. I said he does look like a young Tom Rogic, and he's only 21 years of age. He's 6'1", 30 appearances in there, 7 goals, 4 assists. And he was captain the MK Dons a couple of times as well. Came through the Fulham Youth Academy. I know there's people on this page that don't want to know the full in and outs of Matt O'Reilly, but I'm just going to say what I say. He was in the same scholarship as Paddy Roberts when Paddy Roberts was at Fulham before he got sold to Man City. He played with Stefan Johansson, and Peter Grant was one of his coaches as well. So there is a bit of Celtic connection there. I said another live chat earlier on that Ferguson should have had Alloa right up for this match. I was worried with injuries. I'd say his scenario was like, look, I try hold back on Celtic and then try hit them in the second half with an injury to him, and he did do that. He did. So should start O'Reilly, Gucci, and Hatate. The same time, I think that's a lot to gamble on. Look, against Hearts, these boys don't really have much league experience. I wouldn't do that. I definitely wouldn't do that. I know you want to see the new faces come in and make an impact. Definitely not. I would start if Gucci's not ready. Start O'Reilly, Atate, and Beaton. You need Beaton in there for experience. So let's see what happens. Definitely won't go with the Streetum. I know you're being ambitious. There's no harm in a gamble, but against Hearts when when we're chasing the league as well, I just the lack of experience in there in the domestic game in Scotland, I definitely wouldn't. I know Atate was outstanding the other night at Celtic Park, but we're going to a tough place, tough fortress, Tynecastle against a really good Hearts team as well. They've been pretty decent this season. Well, I've learned today having a shot from the halfway line is a sitter to the Hearts. And, I listened to that myself earlier on. I was just like, it's not a sitter. You're right to take the chance on. Like Joe Hart tries to come out too much, and it's it's the gamble you take. One day someone's going to catch him out. Wayne Rooney caught him out when Rooney was playing for Everton, and then Joe Hart was at West Ham. Look that up. But the only thing about Jota is if you don't get this guy over the line, I don't think it's going to happen in this window. As I said to you plenty of times, I think it'll be in the summer. If we don't get this guy over the line, just don't. It's very hard to not have a attachment to a player. He does. To be honest, Kyogo's won over me this season. Kyogo and Callum have been my two. I know Joe Hart's been a crucial part of the team as well. And I was saying that to one of the lads last night before I came on air, and I said, who do you think is being more vital to the team, Joe Hart or Kyogo? And they said Joe Hart. And you look at it, because Joe Hart's played more games than Kyogo, and obviously into the defensive side of it, clean sheets as well. I know Kyogo scored the 16 goals. It's a tough one to say, it really is. Um, Obviously Joe Hart's on 15 grand a week. We got him for buttons off Spurs as well. I think the Kyogo fee was nearly 5 million from Kobe. If you say Kobe, I can't even pronounce the team. Iniesta team, as you know. Um, they won't have a long shot. The only one that would be capable of taking a shot for them, well, two players, well, three players, Barisic, Tavernier, and I would go Ryan Jack. Kent's not a chance, but don't think so. You know, don't even know who it is. Never heard of the name. Anthony, to be honest with you, let me look it up now. Let me look it up now. I think Andrew's got the stage where, like, you know, stop looking at, stop trying to link so many players to the mix. You need to get the players out. Who's this lad? Mexican midfielder, left back. Sorry, Laguna. Surprise, surprise. People love the green and white. Um, just looking on his wiki, nothing spectacular. 19 years of age. He's never played for the senior Mexican side yet. 40 appearances this season. 2 goals in there as well. Let me look at his transfer market, folks, and I'll see what I think of his transfer market. First of all, it's actually 14 appearances this season. I don't know why it's 40 appearances altogether since he's played for the senior team of Laguna. Contracts up June 2025. Current market value 2.25 million. I can't see us going for another left back, to be honest with you. There's no point even looking at another left back, Anthony, to be honest. We have enough in that department. I know I was saying the other night that Greg Taylor's not the answer to left back, but I think Scales can come good. I think Jovanovic could fit in there, and Rolson could play there as well if worse comes to worse. So yeah. Joe Hart taking pictures of a wee for a wee girl tonight after the match with Jota was a class act. Big Joe made the wee girls night. Yeah, it was class. I did mention it. I mentioned it on the previous video done. Absolutely class, folks. As I said, this is your first time coming along. Please hit that red button below. Means a lot to me. Makes me night. There's no better feeling when I come off this and I go into my YouTube studio and I see two or three subscribers subscribed after a podcast or a video. Gives me a good buzz for the night. A little bit of adrenaline there. So I'm on 8,842. If you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button. And I want to click that and then see that going up by 2 before I close the business in the next 10 minutes, if you can. It's going to be a tragic. Obviously, Tom and Maeda is going to be missing. But the good news is Carter Vickers is not going to the American team for the qualifiers. So it's a bit positive news there that we keep Carter Vickers. I'm good we didn't get to see Julian tonight, but the pitch, I didn't want to take chances on the pitch as well. You seen what happened. So yeah, we should be showing her. She will be. It's kind of like the situation with that girl with the Ronaldo jersey, with Ireland. She ran onto the pitch and got the Ronaldo jersey and stuff like that. It was a nice gesture from Joe Hart and all. Really was, and that's to show that these lads, these footballers know how much the relationship with the fans is crucial. And you wouldn't get that in Premier League. Like, you get these obviously fans to be with the sign saying Mo Salah give me jersey or stuff like that. But like you see that with these, they have majority of these players have the time for the fans. They're getting paid decent money. They should be engaging with the fans. Not saying be best mates in any way, but just give them a smile, give them a thumbs up, make them feel valuable. Like I go back to the first time I went to Celtic Park and I met Neil Lennon's last season as a player. I met Arthur Burridge. Then I got to meet Aiden, then Darren O'Day and Nakamura. But Thomas Gravison was so rude. He was the only one. Like Gordon Strachan was an absolute gent. Let's see this comment. This is a good comment here, Pablo. Hart, Jovanovic, CCV, Taylor, back five Wednesday, Ralston. Yeah, I would. No, you know I wouldn't put Taylor in there. I'd put Jovanovic as left back. I just don't believe Greg Taylor is the answer to our left back. He has good games. I know he's been out injured for majority of the season, but I just don't think he's the answer to our left back situation. I think Scales could do a better job there. Scales needs a more game time. You know, I just feel that with Taylor, he can be a solid left back, but it's when he gets past that halfway line, his distribution of the ball is poor. He panics. He panics in some games. You know, doesn't encourage me, and I don't know if like I know everybody's tied to their opinion. And think better not to risk Big Judy on a sort of pitch. Yep, exactly. And I said it last night, like as much as I want to see him obviously come on today for a few minutes, but I think in the Scottish Cup it's only 3 subs anyway. In the league you're allowed 5 subs. They changed that again for the second half of the season, which is good. So let me know in the comments who would you like to see come on the podcast if I can get one going next week. I'm gonna try get one going next Saturday night. Hopefully, if I'll see what the situation is. I'm a busy man next week, folks. So I'll see if I can get a podcast done and dusted next week. If not, it's definitely the following week after. We'll get something up and going. We'll get a few people on. Try to get Boise on if he's available. It'd be nice to obviously have a chat with Boise himself. I'll reach out to another couple of podcasts. It was good to get the likes of Celtic podcast on last night. Jody on. Jody's always going to the games. He was at a different game today. Gaz on us. Gaz, a good friend of mine. No Gaz 10 years. So it's good to get their perspectives on things as well. Instead of just me speaking on the channel. Right, let's see here. Jerry, thanks very much for the comment. No win situation for Celtic, but job done. Correct. Barry Ferguson was a good player and had good game plan. I am Celtic since I was born. Big respect for Barry and Alloa players for the effort. Exactly. Okay. Barry Ferguson was a good player for Rangers, no question about it. And he was a good captain for them as well. You know, he did captain to the European final. I'm not giving the brownie marks here. I'm just saying it was straight. The facts are the facts. They were organised, but in the second half, they tried to bully us off the ball. And you could see their players were getting frustrated across all cylinders at the park. So, yeah. See, get Dale and Gaz and Jody back on. Hopefully, we'll see what we can do. You know, Boise, wee guy, squeaky voice. Nah, look, I can't keep everyone happy, folks. You know, at the end of the day, is what if I engage with our podcasters, it's a win-win for me as well, and it brings stuff to my page. Get Kyogo on. I heard your Japanese is good, Keith. Can you show? That's about it. That's all I can say. But when we announced the 3 players at that day on the Friday, I was working, I was buzzing to get on the revision, but I couldn't. But at lunchtime, straight up Japanese, the Nakamura t-shirt in the background. I ended up buying the latest Japan jersey as well. Yeah, sure, it was only a DHK job. I'm not spending 150 quid on the jersey. You know, that I'm probably going to wear about 6 or 7 times a year. So 25 quid on DHK, Nakamura on the back of it. Takes about 3 weeks to come. The actual home jersey itself on the Adidas website, it's sold out. Because as far as I know, Japan are planning to bring out a new jersey now in April. A new jersey, so they'll have their World Cup stock ready for the winter. So yeah, get Big Ange on. I'd love to get Big Ange on. Me and him would have some laugh. Me Aussie uncle, definitely it'd be great. It'd be great crack, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna leave there. I'm gonna leave it there in about 5 minutes, folks. So get the questions in. As I said, appreciate the viewers tonight. I'll throw a couple of questions in. Throw anything in before I go. Is that 5 minutes before the final countdown? You know. See what happens. Scales more chance over Taylor for sure. That's it. That's it. I just think Taylor injury prone. Injury prone turns me off him. As I said, it's the injury prone and the It's the ability when he gets past the halfway line, what he does next. What he does next. I'm gonna go with Giakoumakis up front. If not, I go with Abada if Moyeda can play. As far as not, Moyeda is available on Wednesday night, but he will be flying out a day or two later because he's going to be missing the Dundee game, the Rangers game. Who do we actually have after the Rangers game? I haven't even checked that. Just let me check it now. I haven't even checked to see who's after the Rangers game. See, let's have a look. Motherwell away in the 6th. So he's going to be missing the Dundee home game, the Rangers home game, and then the Motherwell away at Fair Park. That's a 1:30 kickoff. It's a strange time for a kickoff, isn't it? Motherwell, we got a good result against Motherwell back in October. Jota with 2 goals and Turnbull with an absolute pelter. No, was it 2-0 or 3-0? Let me go back to that game. I know Turnbull scored an absolute belter that day. GG missed a sitter tonight with the only. I prefer Abada. I think the confidence with Abada, obviously playing up front. Lucky 67 viewers now. Hell. Abada scoring against Ross County and then playing at St. John's. He looks more comfortable. I think you have to play Beaton when Abada's playing. I know literally not Beaton's right behind him, but Beaton gives him that more confidence. So I know I go with if you're going for the bad up front, if Moyeda doesn't play. But I was impressed with Moyeda's pressing down tonight. You know, even trying to win the ball back and all, like sprinting that extra 20 yards to try to win the ball back. And Giakoumakis has done it as well. Yeah, you have to give it there. I know it's against a League One team, but contribution, putting the shift in. And Moyeda had a couple of chances tonight. That header it was a cracking header. Just the keeper done really well to get down for it. After Ange last cup came in Japan, losing to a non-league team, I remember that. He was going to take no risks, and he did kind of hint at in the press conference yesterday. What didn't he get beaten on penalties? Didn't he? Wasn't it like it was like 2-2, and then it went to penalties? I remember that. Sure, he was announced when he announced that day or the day before as the manager. Still annoyed. GG never saw him pass it to Maeda. Look, I think we were all annoyed at the time, to be honest with you, Kieran. You just move on. Look, best thing to say it is like, what you're more annoyed at missing the penalty against Livingston or that pass on. Look at the job's done tonight. We play Great Rovers on the 12th or the 13th of February, and we beat them. We should beat them. We should be the favourites, beat them at home at Celtic Park. But Great Rovers, they'll come with a plan like every team does. Cream buns versus Annan. I had a feeling they want to get that. Look, could have been worse. Could have got our Brout or something. We could have, they're sitting top of the Scottish Championship. They're doing well. Right, 3 more minutes, folks. Get the questions in. Are we? I'm just hoping Callum McGregor is going to be okay. As I said, hopefully we'll have an outcome the next couple of days. If Callum's not fit, you give Big Joe Hart the captaincy, and if not Joe Hart, you give Tom Rogers the captaincy or Julian. See, the problem with Julian is because he hasn't played this season. Does he deserve the captaincy? Even though he is a good leader at the back. If Oyer was still at the club, I would have put Oyer as the captain, but Oyer decided to go, and it was a good bit of business for Celtic. That was originally meant to be 12 million, and the reports was actually 17 million we made from Oyer. But his Brentford team are falling to sunders at the moment. As far as I know, I think he was on the bench against United. I'm a believer in if you have talent, Dan shall play well. I agree with that as well. I think these players have talent. I think they have the hunger in the belly as well to, you can see as I said, at the end of the day, end of the game, straight up to the fans, Paul. I think he wanted that second goal, Kieran, his confidence, and he did say that in the press conference. He feels off goals, and that's the way it is. Like, he wants to make a statement to the coaching staff and to the fans that, you know what, he's not. There is new players coming in that are exciting the fans, that he's not going down with a dogfight. He wants to win his short. At the end of the day, he came in this season as well, so he wants a point to make. So let me press this refresh button now and see, has anyone subscribed since I mentioned it. One subscriber. Anyone else in the house gonna subscribe? Subscribe. As I said, once we get to that 9,000, I'll start calling out, giving football jerseys away. So let's see what happens. Every little helps. Be robbing Tesco. Be bringing me to court this right. Tesco, Sefco. Yeah, right. Enough, Patrick. Just saying. Takes for longer for some. End of the day, job's done. Job's done. No point having a blatant a chat about saying I should have this, should have done that. Hatate in his first game played well. Man of the match, Donny Boy. He was. He was the man of the match. But I'm just saying, just don't get carried away. He could have a shite game against Hearts if he plays. So let's just let this guy settle in, get used to the squad, get used to the style of football. Just let him, just put no pressure on him. Just let him get used to everything, get used to the culture. The big thing about these Japanese players is culture. They're coming from Japan to Scotland, and even me as an Irishman trying to listen to a Glaswegian accent can be tough at times. You know, my family are Glaswegian, and even I find it tough at times. So imagine how they feel. I'm sure Kyogo is already half them hooked on the Iron Brew already. So the original recipe, the glass bottle chat. I'd say Hatate is more of a cream soda boy. Right, my mate was a newbie, just arrived in Gordy Land and was taking Storms the darts on. Don't really know about that, but straight out of traps Wednesday against the wee cream buns, folks. Is on Sky Sports on Wednesday. Let's just check it out. Sky Sports. Scottish football. Should be. It is indeed, folks. The game. No, wait. The game is on Sky Sports on Wednesday night. Coverage will start. Should start at 7 o'clock, but it says it hasn't really given much away here. We'll look at Hearts form. Like, obviously won the cup today 5-0. They beat St Johnson 2-0. They beat Ross County 2-1. They won 1-0 against Dundee, and they lost to Rangers 2-0, and then they won against Livingston. So there you go. It's not an easy one going to Tynecastle, folks. And anyone that's going in and saying 2 or 3-0, like, I think you need to look at yourself, calm down the bookie. Look, we have the caliber of the team there to do 2 or 3-0, but there's a few injury problems. If we don't have Callum, we're going to struggle. And we need a leader in that midfield. And the only one that can step up and give that kind of leadership skills is Beaton. As much as, you know, obviously Joe can do it from the back with the boys. No, he said he prefers Sunderland over Newcastle. He's being left out. He was taught he was taken over from top players. Well, look, do you see? Speaking of Sunderland, do you see? Paddy Roberts has gone to Sunderland, wishing the very best. He's been through a difficult 3 or 4 years since he left Celtic, and look at the club. The club should have been ambitious and got him, but that Paddy Roberts ship is well sailed. Well sailed. I know I've done a video on it there recently. I just thought I'd put it out there and see what people's love for Paddy Roberts was still there. Evening all, Ryan. I'm about to jump off now in about 2 minutes. Keep saying keep going to jump off in 10 minutes. Just trying to get a few more people in, new people. At the darts, Keith. The darts. I haven't watched the darts in Asia. I know the Scottish lad won the darts there recently. Congratulations. He plays he plays with green and he plays with green, white, and yellow flight. I'm lost. I'm absolutely lost. Lost in this conversation, Patrick. This is, you might as well just change. I don't have a clue what you're even talking about, man. Trying to put this together and go through comments and have a Guinness. It's not working for me. Just isn't working for me tonight, and I apologize. But who was your man in the match, folks, tonight against Alloa? Who was your man in the match? That's knee and knee and knee. I love Paddy Roberts. Paddy Roberts' feet. Well, he's gonna be playing with Aidan McGeady, learn from the man himself. Aidan McGreedy. Aidan's been a decent player for Sunderland over the last 3 years. But decent player. As far as I know, he won player of the year for 2 years in a row. Give that watch. This is Sunderland. Give the first episode a watch, and you see Celtic spanking them down in the Stadium of Light. Unbelievable stuff. Super Celts. Anyone like the jersey in the background? He's against this controversial jersey. This jersey. See this jersey when it came out, I was like, this is Blade minging. Absolute minging top. I was like, but I'll tell you one thing, it's one of the comfiest football tops I have. No question about it. When we obviously went to Adidas, before we went, obviously we signed Adidas contract. So the Celtic shop in Dublin, God rest its soul, that now is because it's closed down. Good shop. It was they were doing a sale. So this jersey was 20 quid at the time. So I said, fuck it, I'll put it, put it to the collection. So yeah, it's not a bad top, Alrighty, to start on Wednesday, give him some leadership in the midfield. His first interview. Good show, Ryan. Good show. He did captain the MK Dons. MK Dons to Celtic is different gravy there, but let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'd like to see him start, but if it's Hatate, if Tom's not playing, Hatate, O'Reilly, and Beaton, I'd be happy with that. I think there's a lot of obviously defensive Beaton. We have a lot of pace there between. O'Reilly could come and do a Rodgers job, perhaps. Never know. See what happens there. Right. So I'm going to give his 4 more minutes. It'll be exactly 45. And if he's, as I said, I know majority have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, please get on like a carbona because it's crucial. It is crucial. Tiger feet by the mud. Atate has to start. Atate blistering pace, ball control, skin and pass players. Excites me. Actually excites me, William, to be honest with you. He has to start. Lisa, I was chuffed. We Abada got a goal tonight. Where's Lisa? Oh, there's Lisa. How is it going, Lisa? I thought Starfelt done well. He did do well. I thought Abada done well. Abada's injury's not bad. It's not bad. 100% Atate. So Atate over at the Gucci, folks. I'll tell you one thing about the Gucci boy. He's passing crisp. And you can see he's like a Kayal stuck in. That's what we need. We need a box-to-box midfielder. And he's like, he reminds me of Kayal, a Kayal temperament with a Keeson Young passing. I used to love Kayal. Kayal was a baller for Celtic. Underappreciated. And then obviously Near Beaton came in as the replacement. Well, Near came in. Kayal was at the club when Near was there. But I'll always remember Kayal's kind of last kind of game for Celtic was against Juventus in Turin, and he was just frustrating that night. I think the whole team was just, Juventus quality team, and they absolutely cheated us in Celtic Park. They did that Lichtsteiner guy, and then Buffon ripping his arms around Hooper and all. Like that was an upsetting game. That was because we done well that season in the Champions League. We obviously beat Spartak home and away. We beat Barcelona. We were unlucky against Benfica in the 2 games. I thought we done pretty decent. I know we're going back to 12-13 season, but moments like that just makes you proud to be a Celtic fan. Atate, Beaton, and O'Reilly in the middle. Yeah, I agree with you. Completely agree with you, Pablo. I think, as I said, if Tom is not ready for if Tom's not playing on Wednesday night, I know we all know Turnbull's out until mid-February, they're saying. And the question I want to ask you is we've seen Turnbull play the first half of the season. You think Turnbull will win his place back in the team? You get the likes of Hatate if he's going to come to like 5 games before Turnbull comes back and has good matches. Like it's crazy to think. Turnbull, I don't know yet, Aidan. Anne says they're going to assess it and hopefully we'll have an update soon. We stream was frustrating tonight. The joys of IPTV. That happened to me as well, to be honest with you. It froze on the second goal on me, and then it froze. It was like 2 minutes after the Alloa goal, and I've one of them boxes myself as well. Not the way Tate played. The thing about Turnbull is what I like about Davy Turnbull. loves a shot from outside the box and he can hit a free kick. But he's not the fastest player. And you got to give Turnbull the marks that from that time he failed his medical with the knee injury and he came back and scored I think he scored like 17 goals that season in all competitions. He was an absolute bleeding baller from Motherwell. But Atate just looks, 5 times the player than Turnbull is. And as I said, we can't get ahead of ourselves because it's only one performance. I said he's going to come against teams that are tougher teams, different venues, different pitches, different tactics. It's all you can't just think, okay, he's after having that Stormer game against Hibs, he's going to piss all over Hearts. We don't know what's going to happen on Wednesday night. All we need to know is the allocate. Unfortunately, the allocation has been cut down from 3,000 down to 1,000 fans for Tynecastle. And the reason why they've done that is because Celtic cut their allocation, which is understandable. We can't have it all. We can't have it all our own way all the time. Largest ever scoreline, Hampden in the Sun, of course. Hampden in the Sun. Great song. I might listen to when I get off this now. I'll be jumping on TikTok anyway after this, folks. If you have TikTok, you'll be going on to that to have a discussion and a few songs and a few Guinnesses. Have a laugh. Ryan, no, look, mate, my stream was for ESPN Crystal, dude. Where's all from, folks? Score predictions for Wednesday. Oof. You're right on it. I'm going to say 2-1 Celtic. I think we will concede on Wednesday. No question about it. I just think we're playing at Tynecastle. It's a tough place to go. As much as I hate saying it, I think we'll concede on Wednesday. I'm going to fancy a bad at the score. And I'm going to fancy Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers with a header. Boom. Edinburgh. See you later. Gone. Scored in Edinburgh. 2-1 Celtic. I think, look, if it's a 1-0, it's a 3-1. I don't give a shit. Once we get the 3 points, that's the most crucial thing. I will be doing a podcast on Wednesday night after the game. I'll do it on my laptop. I'll be able to do it on my laptop. But yeah, I'll do it. As I said, gonna leave it now, folks. I'm actually gonna leave it in 3 minutes, exactly 50 minutes on the point. I know I said that the last time. So once we get to the 50 minutes, which is 2 minutes away, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're only new watching me stream, please hit that beautiful red button. Like Sky, tap the red button. We'll come on for a few tunes, Kate. Bro, since I'm on the bevy, look forward to it. Do you still have the European Cup? I do indeed. It's in the back there. The effort. I'm not pulling that pull-up banner. The bleeding bed on nothing's mate. I just subbed. Narrow win. Exactly. Just once. Thanks very much, Squid. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. As I said, this channel's not about making monies off views or asking for subscriptions or anything. I'm all asking you to subscribe to the channel, follow my adventure through YouTube. There's going to be good content in your eyes looking at it. I've got so many positive feedback in the last 6 weeks, and I'm enjoying doing it. Really do enjoy it. I look forward to finishing work at 5 o'clock and slapping a video up or doing it on my lunch just to interact with you. And I'm that type of person. I don't like coming back to what you're saying. I'd rather just do the thumbs up and the love heart back to you because I can't reply to everyone. So I don't think I treat these like numbers. These are not numbers. These are my little fan group. These are legends. Sláinte to that. Yeah, but it's not the largest score for Celtic. Celtic beat Aberdeen, wasn't it 9-0 back in 2010? Sure, when we hammered Hearts as well. Was the Hearts 7-0 back in 2014 or 12 or something? I remember that Lustig score on that blue belter. It was in the cup. I think it was the League Cup. Can't think. So yeah. Right, gotta leave it there. 50 minutes. Lovely speaking is all. Love to see the regular names come in. As I said, any ideas for the page, let me know. I'll hopefully soon enough be doing a Celtic collection. I've rooted out most of my away jerseys. I've rooted out most of my home jerseys. The only problem is trying to have them washed and maintained for this video. So any Any ideas you want me to put up on the page? Any topics you want me to cover? Go ahead. We done a topic on the Hamilton buses, and it was the feedback. You know, it was needs 20,000 views on that topic itself. So if you want me to bring up a topic and talk about throwback players or throwback games or Celtic jerseys or even maybe Celtic Park being like put more capacity to 72,000, throw it at me, you know. And the TikTok, folks, that's the TikTok there. So see, can we pin this? That's the TikTok there, fair. Take it down, screenshot it. It's easy enough to know. Keith, CTHTC. So Keith, come on, the hoops, Celtic in letters there. You know, young man. You're only saying that now because I end up having a shave. Did you see me before I had the shave? I look about 50, but good times. Funny that with the next two league games against the same opponents at the same locations that we didn't beat. Look, it's just the way it fell out. You know, it's the second half of the season. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Dundee United. I think we can beat Dundee United at the end of the day. Hearts is the more concern. I'm actually more dreading Hearts on Wednesday night than the derby, and that's how we feel. 63. Kieran Tierney. Yup. But I'll leave it there, folks. I will be on to the tickety talking about 20 minutes. I just want to get down and get a refill and charge the old phone. So, as I said, all the new subscribers appreciate it, and I'll speak to you all soon. Don't forget to tap that red button and get that thumbs up as well on the video. Most of all, thumbs up. So, take care. Hell.